want just this shaded region. We're finding the area. Inside here they said is 12 and outside here is 16. I see a big circle and a little circle. Can you find the area of a big circle? Can you find the area of a little circle? Yes. Here's the thing. How do I figure out how much is left over? What operation means left over usually? Subtraction. So am I going to take the area of the little circle and take away the big circle? Or am I going to find the area of the big circle and take away the little circle? Because takeaway order matters. Which one am I going to do? So I'm going to take my big circle and take away my little circle. Notice I don't have any math right now. When I problem solve, I try to first think about how am I going to attack the problem. I see that I have to find the area of two shapes. They're both circles. So I wrote big and little. And then to find out the shape, the area that's left over, if I found the area of the big one, I agree with you, Raven, and took out this little bit, I would have what's left over. And so I just wrote big, take away little. Can I find the area of the big circle? Sure can. So underneath, I'm going to do the area equation because I'm going to find the area. I'm just going to do this part right now. What is the radius of the big circle? Because that's what I need to find the area. Where did you get 8? There's not even an 8 on the picture. Yes. I'm going to argue one of the #1 things that 7th graders are going to mess up on the quiz tomorrow is if I give you the diameter, you forget to find the radius. So I'm going to do 3.14 times 8 squared. In my calculator, though, I'm going to use my brain. I'm going to do 64, because I can do that in my head, times 3.14 is 296. You are not going to round until the end. What is your question, Ethan? I sure did. Where did the 64 come from? 8 squared. So I used my brain. Whenever they give me whole numbers, I'm going to do less work on the calculator. My brain is the best tool frequently. Brian, he's asked more than once at this point. Stop. I can do the area of that circle, Mrs. Smith. That makes sense to me. I got that, right? Can I find the area of this small circle? What's the radius of the little circle? Someone besides Raven tell me the radius of the little circle. Sydney. There's not a 6 on the picture, Sydney. Good. So when they give it the diameter, you have to remember that you have to find the radius. And again, I'm going to use my brain. I know that 6 squared is 36, so my calculator, I'm going to type in 36 times 3.14. And I got 113.04. I can find the area of that small circle, Mrs. Smith. What did we decide we were going to do with these two areas way back at the beginning? What are we going to do, Nolan? Good. So because we did all that thinking to start, we're just going to do what our work says. Math helps you to organize your thinking if you label it and you know the bits and pieces to start. And so here's how I use my calculator. I'm going to do 200.96, and then if you see the negative key says answer on the bottom in yellow, it'll take the answer from the previous problem. So I'm going to do second answer. Nope, I'm not. I'm going to do 200.96 take away second answer, so I don't even have to type that in again. It just says take away the previous answer. So if you do second answer, you have to do less work. I love the shortcuts on the calculator because I hate spending extra time doing math homework. I'm going to press enter, and it tells me it's 87.92. What's my label going to be? What's my label going to be? Why centimeters squared? Because it's area. Now, can I do 113 take away 200 and get the right answer? No, because order matters. Now, what you could do, though, is do that and know that it's not negative, right? So those mental math things, I use those on a regular basis. So I'm not going to give you the answer, but let's think about 35. So 35 has what two shapes? What two shapes do you see? I see a square and a circle. And again, I have this shaded part that's left over. What operation are we going to use if it's left over? Left over means what? Subtraction again. Wait a minute. Which one take away which one? Is it circle take away square or square take away circle? Someone besides Raven who's rocking it out today, tell me which order and why. So, who's got their hand up? Sharon, haven't talked too much today. Which one goes, which one? Why is it the square take away the circle? Yes. Because you're going to find out the big one and take away the little one. Wait a minute. We have not done squares this week. How do we find the area of a square? No. Length times width. Wait, there's only one measurement. Well, it's what? If it's length times width, what is the length and what's the width? Same as what? Connor, what do you think? Oh, look here. I love that. He says, well, look, the circle goes all the way to the edge and all the way to the edge. That's the diameter of the circle. How long is this box going to be? 10, because it's radius. Remember, the radius is the same all the way around, so it's 5 and 5. That's how long. How wide is it? How wide is this box? Where'd you get 10? Where do you see there? I don't see another 5 times 2. Good, I see a radius here and a radius here. So remember, the radius is the same all the way around. I could do that one, Mrs. Smith.
I can do that one, Mrs. Smith.
How about 36? 36 is a circle minus a square. What? I'm so not giving you the answer. You're going to do the work. We're going to help problem solve a little bit. Ethan, what's your question? 35? What's your question? I'm not doing the problem. You're going to do the problem. No, so we did talk about starting the problem, and that's all we're going to do. For 36, what two shapes do you see?